as many people believed this fight was mathematically impossible before the world first was achieved. And we will never actually know if this was true or not, because unlike Yogg Zero, no one did manage to get a kill on Cthulhu before it got nerfed. And the reason being, in addition to the fight itself being hard, doing lots of damage, and having adds that took too much damage to kill, there were a few bugs that made the fight even more difficult to deal with. And in Vanilla WoW, Blizzard did not fix bugs anywhere near as quickly as they did with, say, a fight like Mythic Kil'jaeden. So during the fight, there was a lot of mechanics, but I'll highlight a few important ones in order to talk about the bugs. One of them being the Chain Lightning. This would continuously hit players and do more damage each time it jumped to a new target. And the way to prevent this from killing the entire raid was to stay spread out the entire time. There was also tentacles that spawned on top of players and would knock them back when they spawned. So with tentacles knocking players out of position constantly, in addition to this being a 40-man raid fight, keeping the proper position for the entire fight was kind of difficult. During the fight, Cthulhu would choose people at random to go into a stomach room. While in the stomach, he took a stacking dot damage, and the only way to get out was to kill a specific ad. Except Cthulhu chose people at random to go into the stomach. So it was possible for him to only pick healers, and then they just would not be able to kill the ad in time and die to the damage. Or he would only pick DPS and not take any healers, and the DPS would just die to the dot damage before being able to kill the ad and get out. Or it would pick all the tanks, and they wouldn't be able to tank the giant tentacle upstairs, which would just start killing the raid. This mechanic required a little bit of RNG for it to pick the appropriate amount of DPS and healers to go to the stomach room. There was also this interesting little feature of the fight where you could be targeted by the Chain Lightning and the tentacle spawns while in the stomach room. And since the stomach room was pretty small and most players were stacked up, a Chain Lightning in the stomach room could very easily kill everyone in there. And having tentacles spawn in there was just very inconvenient and made the fight even more difficult. I should mention, Chain Lightning and tentacles were not supposed to spawn down there, but they did anyway because it was bugged. So some of the top guilds did some paper math